Good morning. Thank you for joining us today on HopeCast. Today is Friday, December 22nd, 2023. I'm your host, David Lapp. Today I'm joined by Paula St. George. Paula is our dehydration manager here at Blessings of Hope East Petersburg. So anything you want to share here in the beginning, Paula?
Oh, I am blessed to be working for Blessings of Hope and with Barnabas Aid in this dehydration project. It just touches my heart to feed hungry people.
Yeah, there's a huge opportunity, and it's interesting as we get into it. I mean, it's only been, 9-10 months that we really started getting into it, and
we started in January.
Very happy with some of the results that we're seeing, and actually having a finished product that we'll talk about here in a little bit. Yes. Bible verse for today is out of Proverbs 19:17. It says, he who has pity on the poor lends to the Lord, and he will pay back what was given. And it's just so interesting to me that the Bible literally says if we have pity on the poor, that we're lending to the Lord. And this is just a way that we can give back to the Lord what He has given us. And as we go through this, as we keep doing what God puts in front of us and just taking that next step, it's amazing what God can do. Mm-hmm. So talk a little bit about how chopping vegetables here in East Petersburg can make a difference for somebody in Haiti.
Well, our products start out at a moisture content of about 80 to 90%, but when we chop them up to half-inch cubes and put them in the dehydrator, run them from 6 to 18 hours depending on the product, we get the moisture content down to 3 to 8%.
Wow.
Makes it much lighter. Easier to ship, less costly, and all they do is throw the soup mix in the pot with some water and feed their family.
Food to go again.
Nutritious meal, yes.
Yeah, it's amazing to think about the process of dehydration. According to some of the research I've done, looks like a dehydrated product retains over 90% of nutritional value and shrinks to less than 20% of volume.
That's
and
correct.
You can give fresh produce that is literally a waste product because it's ripe. You can give it a 5-year shelf life, and that's pretty incredible if you think about the ability to take a waste product and give it a 5-year shelf life in the form of a soup blend. Like I think there's 8 different products in here, and then there's also a powder, like a nutritional blend powder to balance the meal. And just having the ability to do that is great. So anything you want to share around that?
I would just say that Barnabas Aid has a nutritionist that they work with who looks at the vegetables that we have for in the blend, and then they create a powder to balance out the vitamins and minerals. This soup blend that went to Haiti had salt added also because iodine is missing in their diet, and a lot of people are going blind in Haiti because of that.
Wow.
So this will help them.
Awesome. Yeah. It's incredible. We started a partnership with Barnabas Aid about a little over a year and a half ago, actually. Probably we had our first meetings. But they sponsored our dehydrator, and then through our partnership, they are the ones taking the food into Haiti. And it's interesting to hear their stories, hear their feedback, and just see what God is doing through that. I see it as a testimony that if we work together with other organizations, we can have a greater impact around the world.
Absolutely.
And Jeremy's just been great to work with, and the team there, and it's just really been a blessing.
Yes. It's exciting.
So, the first shipment we sent to Haiti was in September, October?
Late October.
Late October when it arrived down there. It was flown into a smaller airport, and it was pretty cool to see being able to bypass all the corruption at the ports and actually get the food to the people that need it, and being able to actually see the impact on the field it's been a huge blessing to us. And there's just so much needs in Haiti and so much opportunity. Anywhere there's a need, there's an opportunity to do something about it.
That's right.
And as you think about it, as you go through life, if you see a need, why did God show you that need? And if you're able to step into that need and see the opportunity and feel the opportunity, then you can impact people's lives that you'll never meet. And there's such a blessing in being able to do that. So, anything else you wanted to share about the first shipment that went into Haiti?
I just think it was awesome. We worked for 10 months to get enough product to build 2 skids of soup blend. In the last 12 weeks, we've built 2.5 skids of dehydrated apples for the next shipment, and we're well on our way to building a skid of soup blend. So we have upped our game.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot, trial and error. Thank you for the grace to make mistakes. I appreciate
You're
that
welcome.
very much. Yeah, it's amazing what God has done, and our volunteers are really getting involved.
Yeah.
Their hearts are getting connected
Yeah.
to the dehydration process, and that's amazing.
So the one of the stories that really touched me was about this pastor that got 2 buckets of product, and according to his story, he's planning on rationing these to last for the year. And actually, it was a principal of the Psalms 139 Love School in Munich. And he's able to pick up 2 buckets, and he's planning on rationing that out so the children have some every month for a year.
Over a year.
Yeah,
David.
on 2 buckets. And I was like, wow. And his thinking is, he wants to give nutrition throughout the year, not just for a month or a couple weeks, and then be out. And just seeing some of the dire need, it just shows some of the opportunity that's there to make a difference.
Yes. When I heard that story, David, I was excited that we could send the food for his school, but it broke my heart that we couldn't send more and give those kids nutritional meals more often than just once every couple of weeks.
Yeah, but
we'll get there.
Being able to do this is still a huge blessing. And,
yes.
From what I've heard, the way they operate in Haiti is they'll take 1 bag. We think it's 6 meals, and they'll feed 50 people a meal. They'll just water it down.
Yes.
And that's a way to stretch the product. And however they do that, the 2 pallets that we shipped, we estimated there's going to be around 20,000 meals on those 2 pallets. They told us it's going to be at least 40,000 meals. So, 20,000, 40,000 is still a huge impact. And we were just blessed of when we did some calculations, the 2 pallets of product had almost the same feeding value as a full semi-load of fresh produce. And it was just amazing to see how we can take that product and shrink it and save serious money on shipping because we're not shipping all this water. We're shipping a dehydrated product that is shelf stable. It has a 5-year shelf life. There's really nothing here that's going to go bad in the next 5 years. And I mean, I've heard statistics say up to 10-year shelf life. So somewhere we say 5+. So whatever they keep it as, but if it's in a sealed bag, if it's a dry product, it's not going to spoil. And it's just amazing to see what God brought together here in a year's time, and all the wisdom that was gained by Paula and some of the other team, and just digging into it. Really appreciate your passion and your heart to learn the process and figure out what works.
Yeah.
Because unless you try it, you don't know.
It's been a journey, David. It has been a journey.
Yeah, it's and working with gleaners. I know you and some of the team had made a trip up to Canada to gleaners and see some of their processes and get some of their feedback. And it's just amazing that we can work together. We can learn from each other, and we can support each other along the way.
Yes.
So, as of now, are you still dehydrating apples, or what are you dehydrating now?
We are dehydrating purple sweet potatoes currently.
Okay.
And we have, I just counted, 84 buckets of, 84 3-gallon buckets of sweet potatoes. And that is a great start to our next batch of soup blend. The sweet potatoes are the base for the soup. And then we add the others at a lesser
So what other
quantity.
ingredients do you think will go in?
So right now I have carrots, onions, kale, and salad green mix that will go in the soup blend. And we're just trusting God to bring us
the right products.
Yes, the right products. But those are good. They have a good vitamin base.
Yeah.
And Yeah, so it'll be good soon.
So I heard there was a bit of a story when you were doing onions around here.
Yes, we dehydrated onions for 2 weeks, and there was an onion cloud hanging over East Pete. But I had a friend mention that to me, and I said, "Hey, we're making an impact on the community, right? This is
free advertising when the
Yes,
community starts smelling the onions." Wow.
yes,
Well, yeah, it's just been a blessing to see the team pull into it and just press on through. I know this summer there was a challenge where things weren't drying, and then we realized we had to put dehydrators in the room to take the moisture content down before it goes through the dehydrator. So, but yeah, it's all been a learning curve, but it's been a good learning curve.
It has been.
Yeah. So the next shipments that are going out, do we know where those are going yet?
At first, Jeremy said the Ukraine, but because of things happening in the Middle East, he said after the first of the year, when they get the container filled, then they'll determine where it goes. So
do you know how many pallets we're looking at sending? Is it?
Right now we have 3.5,
Okay.
and I'm expecting we can get another pallet and a half ready. They're filling a 40-foot container in Michigan, and they're going to truck our product out to help fill that.
Okay. So there's other product going on to the container.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting to see what God is doing through this venture, through this, like I said earlier, just taking a waste product and giving it a new life. And just, I mean, it reminds me of what Jesus did for us. He took us and he made us new, and he gave us a new shot at life.
Yes.
So.
I think often of the fish and the loaves.
Yeah.
And God is multiplying this.
Yeah.
And feeding hungry people.
You never know the impact we're going to have around the world, through this opportunity.
Yes.
So yeah, anybody that's out there that's had a part of this, if you're a volunteer, if you've been a donor, thank you so much for helping us to have a success story in this dehydration product and actually being able to get food to the people that need it. Quote for today is by Martin Luther King Jr. It says, "Everyone can be great because everyone can serve." There's so much to that. If you think about it, everybody can serve somebody. There's somebody you can help. And another interesting thing is you don't see people depressed, you don't see people angry, you don't see people sad when they're serving others. And if you think about it, you can serve somebody. You can be a blessing to somebody. You might not be able to bless everybody, but you can bless somebody. And as you go through this holiday season, how are you going to reach out to somebody? Just think about that. How can I reach out to somebody? Might not be able to reach everybody, but I can reach somebody. And there's so much opportunity around us to meet that somebody. So anything else you wanted to share here at the end as we wrap this up, Paula?
I would just say that we have a lot of fun on our volunteer floor, and our volunteers, they work hard, but we have fun.
Good.
And so we are serving our volunteers by offering them an opportunity to serve others.
Mm-hmm.
It works in a circle, and God is good.
It's just such a blessing to see the community rally around what God is doing here at Blessings of Hope, and actually being a part of what God is doing, because there's so much opportunity to expand the mission, to expand what we're doing, but it takes people, it takes resources, it takes a bigger effort, and that's what we're seeing, and we're just so grateful for that. So thanks for joining us today on HopeCast. I'm David Lapp, your host and CEO of Blessings of Hope. To learn more about Blessings of Hope and how we serve the community, you can check out our website, blessingsofhope.com. God bless you, and remember, you can bring hope to the people that you meet every day.